right, bingo. Let's get everybody in. All right, here we go. We got Charlie, we got John. Great to have you guys this afternoon. It's another beautiful day here in OFA. It's been a fantastic day, actually. We have some executives and engineers here in the Atlanta office. We are having a great time pumping out some features. And again, thank you guys for all of your feedback that you share with me over the times that we do these things. I'm able to take that to the right people to help with the vision of ClickFunnels so we can make the software as good for you as possible. So this has all just been amazing. But it's 2 o'clock, and that means we have OFA to get to. So let's get this rocking and rolling. Charlie, you're going to be first. How can I help, man?
Hey Dante, how you doing?
Awesome. How about yourself?
Doing well, thanks. Just got back from the mountains, so that was
Nice. How was it?
so nice. It was
Good.
just beautiful up there. It's like 25 degrees cooler than it is here, and it's hard to come back sometimes.
Yes, it is. That's how you know it's a good vacay, though.
That's how you know it's a good vacation. So I on Monday I started the cold traffic for the t-shirts.
Yes.
And it didn't do very well. Let's see, on Tuesday it sold. There's two people that bought t-shirts. One of them bought two t-shirts, one bought one, and that's
Nice.
all that happened. So I was wondering if I could go through with you to look at some data to try to understand where I need to improve things.
100% we can, Charlie.
That'd be great. Let me see if I can
All right.
share.
You should be set up to share. So interesting it does that. Okay, now you're good to go.
Okay. Okay, so I thought it'd be good to look at um, what data says in ClickFunnels as well as Clarity as well as Facebook. And I don't know if one's better to it has different information, which I thought was interesting too. Like this says,
Yeah, I'm seeing 11 page views on your subscription, which would be your OTO1. So 11 page views on OTO1 would lead me to believe 11 purchases, because to get to OTO1, we would have had to do something on the order form. And do something, I mean purchase, to get to the next step in the funnel. Let me look at the rest of your stats really quick here. Let's go to upsell donation, and that's 4. So the drop off I'm expecting to see. But I would still expect to see more. Okay, and go to the next. I think your confirmation after that.
yeah,
You are. And then one to our confirmation. Okay, let's go look at your ad. Let's start with your ad.
okay. So I just stopped it like an hour ago or so. Um, so I don't know the best way to look at the ad.
That's to go to our ad itself. So at the
And
very
it
top.
it only says one purchase, but it should say either two or three purchase, depending if it was going to count that one person as one or two.
Correct. So let's go up to the very top where you have your ad set and then your one ad. Yeah. Let's see if we can just go to the ad itself. This is taking me to such an interesting view. Let me get my thing off my screen here. Come on. Okay. Um,
I know they change it around all the time, so
yes, they do. Uh, click go to ad reporting right here.
oh,
All right, here we go. So, uh-huh, is still showing one purchase. Okay, let's keep going.
now, okay, that's for the whole month. So that should get it because it was one day that it happened.
Yes, but you had at least two purchases, so that makes you wonder about the pixel.
Yeah.
Let's keep scrolling right though.
Oh, I don't think I can.
Yeah, and that's all it's going to let you go. But
Do
I
we
need,
need
I must be able to get to. Did they change this up again?
Oh, I'm sure they did. Do you need me to make this bigger?
I don't know. I don't think so. I'm actually just on my laptop today, so I can see. Um, Click the back in the top left where it says all reports. Yeah, that should be fine.
Oh, sorry. I don't.
Okay. Man, I do not know why it's not showing me in the normal way. Go to the very left-hand side, the menu, and let's go to, we're in reporting. Go back to campaigns, please. Okay, and let's go to your campaign.
No.
Yep. Okay, right here. Start scrolling me to the right. I imagine we're on the bottom one,
Yeah, the
cold.
cold.
Right, okay. Okay, so it's not showing me your CTR, your click through rate, and that's really what I'm looking to see here. I know I can look at your reach. Yeah, sure. Sure, we
I,
can see if we can. That'd be your filters.
I've seen it before.
Yeah, it normally shows us, oh, performance and clicks. Go back to that. And the next one down. Yeah. Okay, so your CPM, here we go. Your CPM was $13. That's not terrible. Link clicks was 278. Okay. Your CTR was 1.68. CTR is the click through rate. How many people actually clicked on the ad to go to the funnel? And that's sitting at around 1%. We definitely could up that. We definitely could get that to a 3 and 5%. We could even get that up to a 10% CTR. So not a bad start by any means. But our CTR is 1.6%. That's our conversion on the front end. Now let's go look back at your funnel. And let's go look at your actual analytics. So exit top left for me. And now on the right hand side, uh, you're going to have an analytics button. Yes, right there. Bingo. Now we can choose the specific time that you ran the ad in the top right. That's actually our UTM filtering. If you just hit the date, it'll choose your time. Yes.
Was last 7 days okay for
And let's
filter?
just go. I think so because it's in the last seven, right?
Yeah.
Cool.
This so
Okay, so what we're seeing here is first off, this is the page itself, but then all of this, those are the products within the page. So just click that little arrow right there. That'll compress everything so it looks cleaner. And let's click this arrow as well. Nice. And let's click that arrow as well. So now we're looking at just the page by page breakdown of your funnel, and this is for all of the time. So we can see 304 uniques it went to the first page. Of those 304 uniques, I'm seeing 10 that went to the subscription. So is there a way? I'm wondering, Charlie, is the free product still on the order form?
no.
Okay. I am wondering, I'm wondering how we got 10 to our subscription.
Again, I like to be difficult.
You like to help me grow, is what you like.
You're so nice.
So as I'm looking at your stats here, Charlie, what I'm looking at is the uniques column. Uniques is the one-time visit that somebody makes to your funnel.
Okay.
All is if they come back. You know, like let's say bots come to your funnel, which is very common. A bot comes to your funnel 10 times. The first time it will be recorded as a unique. The other 9 times will all go into the all category. So uniques is your true view of the one time that somebody hit your page.
Or it could be an abandoned cart if they came back because of the, yeah.
That's exactly right, Charlie. So as I look at your uniques, 304 people land on your first step in the funnel. 10 get to the next. For them to get from step 1 to step 2, they would have had to do the action, do the thing inside the funnel. I'm curious on that. We'll go take a look in just a moment. Next thing that I look at here, Charlie, is my sales tab. I'm going to look at my sales. Oh, let me get Scott in here. I'm going to look at my sales and I can see now my rate, my sale rate. The count is 2, which does that count seem off to you?
What does that mean? Because there's two people, but there was three
Okay,
shirts,
so it was just 2 sales, 2 orders.
two orders.
1, 2 for 2, but 2 orders.
Yes.
Okay, cool. So that is correct then. Your count is right. And we can see our order, our rate on the count is 0.6. So making sales, but a pretty drastic drop, right? From the 1.7 click-through rate we had on the ad itself, and then coming here to the page, now that goes down to a zero point 0.6. I'd want to see this be at least 1% as well. So where, as Trey loves to teach, where should I focus on? He likes to say, where does the water stop? It's like the old images you used to see on Facebook where there's 7 pipes all strewn about and it says, where would the water go first? We're just following water. Where would it go? So we go to our ad. The ad is at 1.6. It's okay. The ad could use some improvement. And then we go to the next step, the order form. The order form is at 0.6. The order form could use some improvement as well. You following me so far, Charlie?
100%.
Yeah, beautiful. So have we done any clarity summation yet?
Yeah, and so the clarity, here's clarity. Clarity said there was 12 unique visitors, and this is over the last 4 days. I looked at the clarity, like 100% of them were on mobile. Um, I don't know if Clarity's getting everything because on on our funnel it says we got 350 people visit. Clarity says there's 12.
Yes, that's interesting. Go to your filter at the top, the last 4 days. Make that last 7. 23 sessions. Okay. One thing I'm not seeing in Clarity is a funnel setup.
I put one in there.
Are we in the right Clarity account? It looks like it. Bourbon Auto T at the top.
Yeah, this looks good.
Okay. Yes, that's so interesting, Charlie. We should see a lot more videos in Clarity.
Right?
Yes,
We see some,
we see some, but 300 people went to that
like
sales
I
page.
understand zero or all. I don't understand some.
Yes, yes, I don't understand some. Let's go take a look at your funnel really quick. Uh-huh. And let's go back to the funnel itself. Bingo. All right, first off, enter the editor on the order form for me. Okay. Nice. Okay, so they're all paid products. Let's keep looking down. Mm-hmm.
And I do have a button at the bottom, but it just scrolls up.
And it is set to scroll. Correct. Okay, let's preview the page really quick. Scroll to the bottom, and I want you to hit that button. Let's just see what happens. And it scrolls me right back up to the order form. Perfect. Okay, close this tab down. Let's go back to your account and exit top left. Main funnel settings, top right. And there's your head code. Go to your head, excuse me, go to your head code, scroll down on that. Let me see. Okay, I see your clarity code. I don't see a Facebook pixel.
Is a Facebook pixel on the overall site?
Right. So did you do the domain verification with your Facebook pixel?
Yes.
Yes. And this funnel is on that same domain that you put the pixel on, right?
Yes.
Great. So it is tracking across this funnel. You're perfectly fine there, Charlie.
Okay.
Now, why Clarity only has 12 recordings is so curious. I've not seen any problems with Clarity recording videos. Um, I don't have an answer on that one,
Yeah, I don't either. Like,
which I'm not happy about because you got a ton of data that we could be using to make changes, and we're just not seeing that. For the amount of ad spend that you had, Charlie, you did not spend a lot of money to get the people to the funnel like you did. You did really good in your ad spend and getting people to the page. I really want that data so we can maximize it.
I wonder if Clarity has like right up here it says the T, but is there a way that that could be going to the other T-shirt, like the not the cold one, but the how do I?
It shouldn't be, Charlie. It shouldn't be. The only thing I'm seeing that you don't have set up is the actual funnels. And setting up, yeah, like new funnel,
That's
correct.
just going to restrict it more, though, right?
No, it's actually not going to restrict it. It's going to be following your pages and it's actually going to open things up to where now in your recordings, you're going to be able to see people's name and email that they might be putting into like your order form. You know how sometimes Clarity recordings, it'll gray that stuff out where you can't
Yeah.
see. When you actually log your funnel like this, you can then choose to record the entire screen and not gray it out.
Okay.
So just step by step, putting in the actual URLs of your funnel in the right order. That's the only thing I'm seeing that you don't have.
Okay. So I should be able to do this one right here, right?
Well, you would get the URLs of your pages themselves. So you would just
Oh, it'd
like
be these.
yes, correct. Those URLs. Yup, you can click that
So
or the copy button, excuse me. Yes.
okay. Can I?
Yep. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Bingo.
And then
No.
do the second one?
Yes. Uh-huh. There. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. No, I think you actually got to put the URL there. Oh, enter step name. Sorry, no, enter step name. You were perfect, Charlie. Yep.
And then I guess I could put
Yep.
this in.
Mm-hmm.
No results.
Click add. Mm-hmm. You're fine. Mm-hmm.
And then should I do the final page?
Yep. Let's do our confirmation as well. Mm-hmm. You're okay. Mm-hmm. Bingo. Mm-hmm. Nice. Great. Okay. Nice. So that's set up in the future. That's great.
That won't
Um,
be retroactive.
no, no, I don't think so. I don't think so. So, man, why we didn't click recordings at the very top. Let me just see.
There's not many.
There's not. It's so interesting. We're on the last three
This
days. Yeah, can you go to like last seven or even four? That's fine.
still not a lot.
Right. That is aggravating. Um, yeah, Charlie, sorry about that. I've
No,
not,
no, it's not your fault.
I've not,
I probably messed something up.
I don't know what you would have messed up. Clarity is one of those things that it just kind of works. I've not seen this happen. Um, so were you able to look through videos of what recordings you have?
I did.
What kind of stuff were you seeing?
I mean, a lot of them they would just go to the thing. They probably saw the price and abandoned. I'm guessing. I don't really know. Some of them would go through the entire form, then go back and go through it again a couple times, not finding what they were looking for. Don't know what they were looking for. Um, and I did the summarize recording, but there's not enough data to really get a lot of insight.
Right, right. Okay, let's go back to your funnel and take a look. Okay, let's go to your order form. Beautiful.
I mean, I guess somebody could go do 0, 0, 0, and then go to the next one, but why would somebody do that?
Yeah, that's odd. I wouldn't expect that to happen.
What I did see in a lot of the clarity things is someone would come to this thing and then automatically the little thing comes up that says type in your two-factor authentication code, which to me suggests that Stripe knows these people, and when they went to this page, Stripe said, "I know who you are," and they put their stuff in, but that wouldn't do an order, so I don't know why they'd go to the next page. I think that would just do an opt-in so that they could maybe go get the abandoned cart email.
I I don't think so.
Okay.
Uh, sorry. Gosh.
Okay.
Okay, got that muted. Um, I wouldn't expect that to happen, Charlie. Um, what I'm seeing on this page, just from what you said from your customer interaction, you did great to have your headline free shipping on two or more t-shirts right above the order form. That's great. But we might just need to make the order form a little bit more clear, a little bit more like adding a headline that says order here. fill in your information below to place your order. Like you mentioned, a lot of people will go down and back up and go down and back up, and it seems like they're looking for something. I would be showing my order form better by having a headline that says fill this in, or fill in below to place your order. Just
Okay.
point out this is the order form itself. You could also play with different borders and different little things to draw the eye in. Um,
Now everybody's on a mobile.
yeah, let's take a look at mobile. Uh-huh. So now as we look at mobile, let's go back up to the top. On mobile, the limited time only looks fairly small, so we'd probably want to make that bigger. On mobile, I would probably take the text "Real Bourbon Auto members" and I'd put it above the image and not below.
Right
That
here.
copy, yeah, like that. Yeah, the text you have below the image, I'd put it above.
Okay.
You have the copy there. That all looks fine. Let's keep going. Right. And then on mobile, we get into a carousel of the image or of the product. And then we have our copy. Every buyer gets this bonus, this bonus, this bonus. Great. Keep going. And there's our order form. Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
It's weird on Clarity, these two icons don't show up.
Oh, that I do see once in a while. Your own images will be showing and it'll show and look like it's a broken image, but it's not at all. I do see that happen in Clarity sometimes. But of
Yeah.
course, Charlie, it's like whatever, you know it
I'm
works.
I'm not worried about that.
Right. And this all looks pretty good. The only thing that doesn't look great about it, FAQs, nice. Yeah, so I mean, some simple little small things, Charlie, like your sizing chart on mobile, that's really small, pretty difficult for me to read. So just having a different sized image that's a little bit larger and that I can actually read and see. But these are small tweaks. There definitely
That's
will be
not why, yeah, that's not why they're not clicking on.
right, right. It definitely could be why some people don't purchase because they're not able to see the sizing chart and they're not able to make a confident decision, and a confused mind always says no. So definitely would be a lift for having a better image and graphic in there, but it's pretty it's pretty right on with what I want to see. The first thing that I would add to this, Charlie, is a headline. It's the very first thing I would add right above the order form. Yeah, exactly. Right there, I would have a headline. Fill in the form below to claim your shirt today. Something along those lines. Yeah.
You do that mobile only?
Yes. Well, I would do it on desktop too, to be quite
Okay.
honest.
Okay.
Yeah. Now, if you needed to like make it mobile only so you could tweak this just for mobile to make it design or layout, then yes, we can definitely do that. But I would want to have it on both because your customers were looking around like they were searching for something, right? Um, the,
Some.
some,
I don't have enough clarity information to really make a good data-driven decision.
right? Because I'm sure you also saw some people go to the page and leave fairly quickly,
They did.
right? And it's like that's just common buyer. It's just common buyer habits. So you're right. Not enough data to really make a full decision on like exactly what is right or wrong here. Um, okay, so yeah, not enough decision. I am confused at how you got 11 people to your subscription page, Charlie. That's my biggest question mark on my mind right now. How were people able to get past this page into your subscription page without making a purchase? And for that, I'll have you get with our support team so that they can really go dive into the back end and see exactly what
Oh,
happened
maybe
there.
there'd be some logs or something.
Right, right.
Okay.
Right.
I can ask them.
That's my biggest concern.
Okay.
Like, is there a way, Doug, great idea. Could it be him viewing the live page over and over? No. Not recorded in the uniques category like that. The first time he visits, yes, he would be recorded in the unique, just like a customer. But every time he visits thereafter, he would just go to the all category.
Although to
Subscription.
Doug's point,
Uh huh.
would it potentially does this actually show you uniques or it's just page views?
That it's just showing the uniques is what it's showing, I believe, but it might even be showing the all. We can check this right now. Let's exit top left. Let's go back to your analytics. 345 and 11. All right, top right, we'll just choose the last 7 days so everything is exactly on. Oh, we are last seven. Okay, my math is terrible. Okay, so it's showing your all. It's showing the all number 345 and 11.
But uniques is 10.
Correct. Uniques is 10. So even still, 10 people got from order form to subscription. If it was just you, then we'll call it 9 people. How did they get there? That is that is the question for me. Um, aside from that, Charlie, aside from that, you did make a sale, which is super heartening. That just means tweaks, changes, finding out. We just need to crack the code on this one. Um, how did people get to that next page? I'd really like you to get with support, Charlie, and figure out with them exactly how people were able to do that, and let's remedy that right away.
Okay. Okay.
Because like what I'm wondering is I wonder if those 10 people that made it through did mean to make a purchase, but somehow, some way, there's a way for them to move through the order form without making their purchase. And if that is the case, then Charlie, that would be 10 sales. Let's call it nine because maybe one of them is you testing. That'd be 9 sales that people thought they were making, but they didn't actually get. And if that's the case, if there was 9 sales left on the table, then the numbers would actually look really good and really
Yeah, I'd be
hard.
very happy if that was the case.
Right. Yes, right. Um, Number one thing I'd want to see is how did these people get from the order form to the subscription without actually making a purchase?
Okay.
What questions do you have?
Me, I'm wondering a couple things.
Uh-huh.
One, how do I get clarity to work correctly? Um, maybe I'll just start from scratch and just do the clarity all over. Get the code, put it back in the header. I don't know. Um, and then two, how do I get my Facebook click-through rate better? Is that the right terminology?
Yes. Your click-through rate.
How do I
Getting
get the
more people.
click-through rate better? Um, and at that point, if I can kind of get those, then I feel more comfortable about being able to do a better job with the if I can get clarity and if I can get the click-through rate better, then I can focus on the funnel. I don't
Mm-hmm.
feel like I can focus on the funnel because I don't have the data.
Yes. And you're right. We're still, right now, the biggest focus is the ad. Getting an ad that gets people to click through at a 3 to 10% rate. So you actually get enough traffic to your funnel that you make your sales. You're absolutely right. So, what was this first ad that you ran? What was the terminology on it?
I mean, I just took it from Dante AI and just
Mm-hmm.
put it right in there. Um, I can see it. How do I see it? I think I go to here, and then it would be okay. Here's the information. Here's the headline, description. Um, here's the URL,
Mm-hmm.
and I did do a parameter so that I knew exactly what.
Good job,
I don't
Charlie.
know if that I don't know if it helps anything.
It does. It absolutely does. UTM tracking is a great thing to do in all of our ads, so you can just see exactly which ads are working the best and have your traffic be trackable and measurable. You're right on track with that. So this text is really all about just their love for bourbon, right? Are you a bourbon lover? Get a shirt
Yeah,
because you
because
love
the
bourbon.
neat freak is basically a bourbon lover would appreciate that.
Right. Um, so there's a bunch of different ad formats that we can try. Like for instance, we can try the are you tired of wasting money on bourbon shirts that don't represent you? Like just little in our ad, little different angles. And then the whole positioning of this ad is you're a bourbon lover, but the bourbon industry doesn't understand you and they don't care about you, and nothing that they do is reflected in your life until now. Introducing the Bourbonado's Neat Freak Tea. Um, the other one that we can do, it was just on the tip of my tongue.
Is that a primary text type thing?
Yes, yes. And that's more of like the angle of the entire ad. Like what pain point is your ad trying to speak to? Uh, like is the pain point of this ad going to speak to people not being represented how they want, not able to get swag that meets their personality or meets their vibe, they're being underrepresented, then that's the positioning for that single ad. You might also position your ad as, come on, brain, you might also position your ad as simple us versus them positioning, Charlie. So you might say something to the effect of like, if there's other big bourbon t-shirt brands out there, you might throw rocks at the other big brands. And you might say, big brands don't care about you. They only care about their wallets, right? And it might be at Bourbonado's, every single t-shirt that we make is built by the community for the community to make sure that every t-shirt we ever share with the community represents them and who they are and who they envision themselves as. So you could do an us versus them campaign where you're throwing rocks at the big guys, the guys that your guys are already upset about and saying all those same things about. And there's another framework too that's right on the tip of my tongue. It'll probably hit me in a minute, and then I'll share it with you there. But that's all we're doing here, Charlie. This is the game, just finding the right positioning. How do I need to position my shirt in the ads to get more people to click, more people to learn more about the thing? Another way to do that is by adding special gifts at the end of it, right? So you might say, and one lucky winner is going to get a private special gift, or one lucky winner is going to get an unadvertised bonus, is another great way to do it. And then that might be like a pair of shot glasses, you know? But now that's like the last driver. People are buying the shirt because they're like, oh, and there's an added bonus. So many times, Charlie, this is all it is. Just adding one more thing. You probably had a lot of people on the edge of their seats, a lot of people like, man, this looks really cool. So it's just playing around with the ad and the offer. That's all this is.
Okay. I don't know if it's the images or if I need a video. Like the images they're kind of mock-ups from Printify. That's what I did. Is do I need it? Because I've got pictures of real people. Would that be better?
Yes, absolutely it would. This is like just an actor. This looks no different than if you go to Costco and they have all their actors on the in their clothing area, right? And you were able to make sales and you were able to generate interest and you were able to get abandoned carts just on this sort of an image. If you just had an image of yourself wearing the t-shirt with your background that you currently have on Zoom, if you literally took a screenshot of yourself on your own computer, that would be a much better creative or a much
Okay.
better image than what
Okay.
we currently have,
Okay.
for
Okay.
sure.
Okay. There's one more piece of information that might be pertinent. I got an email from somebody who bought a shirt, one of the two people, and he said, "Hey, I just got this." He got an abandoned cart email.
Interesting. Let's go look at your funnel.
Go to
Okay.
workflow.
Yep, let's just click that and see abandoned cart and order. Okay, let's go to your subscription. Let me see what's up there. Subscription, yes, okay. And let me see the next one. Scroll me down just a little bit, please. And just one workflow there. So the only one is our abandoned cart. Let's go back up to your top and then to that abandoned cart sequence. Yes. Top right, go to your filters. It's to the right of status. Yes. View active runs.
Oh, I've never seen this.
And that's him, Dan, huh? Dan or Dave?
No, I don't know either of these people.
Okay. And that's different than the guy that got the abandoned cart email?
Yeah.
Okay. Exit top left, please. Let's see what's in your abandoned cart. Let's go to your abandoned cart workflow. It's right there to the right. Yeah, neat freak abandon. And you are
This is not cold. I need to go to the cold one.
okay. Yep.
Cart abandoned sequence, cold traffic donations, cold subscriptions, cold neat freak. Oh, neat freak. Huh.
It's okay. Let's go back to the funnel itself. Yes. Yes.
It's neat freak abandoned. It's not cold.
Right. We just didn't name it that. We can change the name though. Okay. And you are tagging them. No neat freak. No neat freak for me. Okay. Let's exit top left. Exit again top left, and then go to your contacts top left. Customers and then contacts. Sorry. No neat freak for me. Click that tag to the right hand side. So these are all the people that abandon their cart.
That's
Okay.
me.
Yep, that's you. Okay. So the tagging is working just fine. Do you see that contact's name on this list by chance?
I think that's him.
Him? Great. Click him. Now we have a marketing tab at the top as well as an activity tab. Let's go to your activity really quick.
Activity.
Yeah. Okay.
I've never seen this. This is great.
So this is the activity of each contact as they're going through your funnels. And I can see a lot of great stuff. Okay, so he viewed cold traffic. Okay. Okay, go back to your marketing tab.
I'm pretty sure it's this guy. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is.
I'm pretty
Oh,
sure.
yeah,
I'm
it
pretty.
says $37.41. So he bought something.
Yep. Mm-hmm. I'm pretty sure he abandoned his cart and then came back and made a purchase, Charlie. It's
Oh,
exactly what it looks like has happened.
okay. So it did its job then.
Mm-hmm.
But why would he ask me about it?
I don't know. He's sometimes customers don't know what they did. They don't remember the actions that they took like we remember when we are the ones that built the funnel. He just might not know or remember that he opted in. He might not know he abandoned his cart.
Okay.
That happens all the time.
Okay.
Hmm. But this tab is really cool. It gets to show you a tremendous amount in the activity and the marketing. You can
I've
go
never
through
seen this.
activity and you can see literally exactly what pages they went to, what steps happened, where they fell off, where they dropped off. And then marketing lets you know like where they are in your marketing. What workflows are they a part of? What emails have they received? What surveys have they filled out? It's a great way to get super granular on your customer journey.
I never knew about this. I'm glad you showed me this.
Oh, nice. That's good to hear. Yeah, this is really powerful. Go to your overview tab for me, Charlie. Nice, gang. Love to see that. I can see their tags on the left-hand side. 3 tags. Click that for me. Cold sale, no neat freak.
Because no need for me is abandoned cart.
Right. He did. He abandoned his cart and then he came back and made a purchase. 100%.
It's possible that he got the ad again in Facebook. So he might have gone to the ad in Facebook, purchased, had the abandoned cart from the other time, but didn't really understand the sequence.
Of course. Very possible, Charlie. But
Oh,
you
look,
set up
that's
you
got the
set up
UTM and everything. That's so good.
Oh yeah, see, and that's why UTM is now important. You can start tracking on UTMs and you can just look at your UTMs and see how many contacts are doing the thing on each UTM because Facebook reporting is inaccurate many, many times. So by having control of your own UTMs, you can literally see, oh, from this UTM, I made 5 sales. From this UTM, I made 30 sales. Let's kill the 5 and let's pump more into the 30.
That's great.
Yes.
I
Yep.
need to figure that out better. I need to make sure that so when I do my ad, I make sure that UTM is very specific to that ad. And all the
Yes.
UTM pieces are very specific.
100%. And you can just make like, let's say you're gonna make t-shirt ads. You can just make ad one. Like when you make a, I can show you UTMs in just 5 seconds here, Charlie. Let me do it for you. Let's stop this share. And goodness gracious, who knows what I'm about to share? But let's
Oh,
see.
I've abused my time, Dante. You gotta go to other people.
You're okay. This is gonna be so good for everybody to learn. We can go to this. Okay, great. All right, let's take a look. UTM, so important. We can use this URL. We also have this natively inside of ClickFunnels. It's called short links, where you can make your own UTMs right inside of ClickFunnels based on your own domains. But this is what we've done for years before Todd made short links. We use the GA dev tools. And basically, I put in my funnel URL. So you put in your funnel URL. And then we can make a campaign ID. Maybe this is going to be Facebook or maybe Instagram, maybe TikTok. You just make the ID. Then you give it a source, maybe like Facebook, and then a medium. Oh, this is my t-shirt funnel. And then a campaign name, t-shirt, whatever you want to make this. There's no right or wrong. You make these whatever you want. And then you see a URL just like this. I'm sure you've seen this many times.
Yeah. Yep.
Question UTM underscore source equals. And
Yep.
as you funnel hack, you'll see all of your competitors have this in their ads. This is UTM tracking. My
Okay.
source equals Facebook. If I go up here, the source that I made is Facebook. Now I made this specific UTM. Check it out, Charlie. I can go over here to my funnels and I can go to like a funnel. Now I can go to the top right. I can go here to my filtering. No, sorry. I'm going to go here. No, I'm losing my mind. I need to go to my analytics. Sorry. Let's go like this. Close this down. Back out. Going to go right over here to the analytics on that funnel itself. Now that I'm in here, I have my filters top right, and I have specifically UTM filtering. I can filter on their first or last visit, and then my UTM source. I just go over here. Here's the source. Copy it over. The medium, just copy it over. Hit apply. And now it's looking at the funnel stats only for those specific UTMs.
Got it.
Nice.
Got it. Because I just asked ChatGPT to give me the UTMs. So
Yes.
it put it in there, but
100%. 100%. And then you can also have ChatGPT export them to spreadsheets for you if you would like to. That way, that's common practice, Charlie. You have a spreadsheet with all of your UTMs on it, so you never have to go searching around.
okay. Awesome.
Sweet.
Okay, cool. Thank you, Dante.
You got it, Charlie. Great stuff, man. Sorry about that clarity hiccup.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if I should just restart it or I don't know.
I think you're probably good to go now that you made the funnel and you put those funnel steps and you made the actual funnel inside of Clarity. I think that's going to fix all the problems for you. Great way to test that out. Grab your funnel URL, put it in an incognito window, and then go abandon your cart with fake information. You should be able to go to Clarity and you should see that new recording, that new session. Make sure to
I'll
use
do
an
that.
incognito window.
I'll
If
do
you're
that.
seeing yourself, if you're seeing that new session, we probably just fixed it. If you're not seeing it, I think it'd be a great idea to remake a new code, just put the new code on the
Start from
funnel and then
scratch.
retest. Yep.
Okay. Okay, cool. I'll do that.
Awesome.
Thank
Great
you.
questions, Charlie. Great stuff, man. Glad to have you back.
Thanks.
All right. Let's roll over to John is next. Hey, John.
Hey Dante, how are you? Can you hear me okay?
I can loud and clear today.
Okay, let me share the funnel because I did I tried to do a try it out yesterday. Let me see.
Let's see.
So I did a try it out. You know, I didn't do what you told me. I went incognito window and I didn't refresh it. So when I put $1, actually it charged me $49
Ah,
because I didn't refresh the window.
right.
But that's okay. I'll get it back. You know, it cost me 3% of 40. It cost me $1 anyway to do that. But you know, I got the confirmation. Here it says, uh, your order of $49 went through. Then I got another email just for just for people to know, to see whenever you buy something. I got a confirmation of $49. Then it says, okay, click over here. You are inside the membership. And
Yep.
then it showed me everything that I have so far to sell.
Yep. Oh, wow.
Um,
Great job, John. You got a lot in there to start.
yeah, I got the 52 weeks, and then I got week one. I got a video in week one, and actually, let me see. Oh no, I got the 52 weeks,
Yep.
and I got a video for the 52 for 50. Where's the whole thing? A video, and then I got week two. So I got up to 5 weeks, and then I have the 100 marketing strategies, and I got marketing one. I did a video, the marketing one, with all the info. Actually, it's gonna be 30, 100 different marketing ways. So I have it in 5 different modules. Everything's gonna be like 5 different modules. But anyway, I would say that I wanted to show you where I need your help over here now. Uh, and then I got a receive. I got 3 emails. So really what I need is here's the $49. How do I go and remove myself as a subscriber because I don't want to get charged every month? Where do I do that?
Oh, great question. Let's go to your customers tab on the left.
On the left side, customer
Yep.
tab right here.
Customers and then contacts.
Okay.
And let's find your contact. Probably just
Um,
type in your email or in the search up top.
you know what? I think I did this one right here. I think I signed up with this email. Not sure. Let me see. No, let me see. Because I signed out with a fake name. I didn't put my name. I put a fake name.
Okay, just type out that fake name that you use. That'll be enough.
Okay, Hector. I think it was Hector Smith. There you go.
Great. There we go. All right. Click into that contact. Click the name. Yep. And then go to enrollments.
But this is not me. This is something that I did about a year ago.
Well, this contact you made a year ago, but your purchase you just made recently. So this is still going to be the right customer.
Let me go. Let me see if I go over here to subscriptions.
You can.
Okay, here is me. This is what I did yesterday. See, $49. This is
Great.
the one that I did yesterday.
Click settings to the right of that subscription. Yes. Let's see if we can do it right from here. Okay. No, not from here. So we need to do it from the contact profile. Close this down top right. And click the customer name. Yep, click his name. View customer. And now go to orders. Yep.
Oh, I see active right here.
That's right. Yesterday, there's that order. Can you click into 1044? Yep. Okay, top right actually. Manage subscription. Cancel subscription. So you can choose either to close it down on the next renewal option. So it would wait until they're billed and then cancel so they're not billed. You would use this if you wanted to make sure that somebody retained access to your course for the remainder of their billing cycle. Does that make sense?
Say that again. Repeat that for me, please.
Okay, so next renewal, that option you have selected, that will give them, let's say simple numbers. June 1, they get billed and they get access all the way until June 30th. Well, maybe on June 4th, they want to cancel their membership. You can choose next renewal so that you get the money from the June 4th, but it doesn't cancel until the 1st of next month. Basically, it lets them stay in for the remainder of that billing cycle, which for you is a 30-day period because you bill every 30 days. So basically, next renewal would allow them to stay inside your course until the next billing. Then it would cancel their subscription and they're not billed on the next time. Does that make sense? Kind of, at least?
Yeah, but I wanna, this is me. I wanna cancel myself.
Yes, this is you, and you don't care about making it till the next billing cycle. You just want to cancel it now.
Should I click over here now?
Yes, you'll choose the now option. That's right. Same thing. I just want you to know about this for your customers too. You have abilities for anything. You
Yeah.
can even prorate if you wanted to. This is for you though, and you don't care about any of that. You just want to cancel now.
I'm gonna cancel right now.
That's right.
All I wanted to, the cancellation reason is required. Well,
the reason.
Okay.
Yes.
Other. There we go.
There you go. Great. Cancellation description. If you wanted to, you could just fill it in and say internal testing. And this would really just be for your notes as you look through, your year-end notes. How many cancels did I get? Why? Just so you can stay organized. Nice.
Okay. So it's working now. So now I made it live and I know it's working now. So I just need to market it and go from there.
That's 100%, John.
Keep building it.
I'm sorry, say again?
I say that I'm just gonna market it and keep building information inside.
100%. Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you, Dante. Thank you.
Absolutely. Any other questions today, John?
That's all for today, man. Appreciate that.
Nice. Great job, man.
Okay.
All right. Nice. Let's hop over to Doug and Kendall. Hey, guys.
Hey brother, how's it going?
Awesome. How about yourself?
Not too shabby, not too shabby.
That's what I like to hear.
I know I posted in the group yesterday, so I can either review that and you could give me your thoughts real quick, or you could go back and look at that and do it. But what I was gonna say is I got my first opt-in. So
Nice.
yes, I know. Well, it's funny because I was running a split test between what we changed on Monday
Yep.
and basically just a different photo, because we had the original wedding photo. Both have everything the same. Ran about 60 page views, so about 30 each, nothing. So I have a friend who's in marketing, and he's like a chat GPT guru. So he helped me work up some prompts, basically going through that chat GPT works for Russell and Alex Hormozy, and basically probably what you did with Dante AI. So he had me come up with this big prompt, and he's like, upload a screenshot. So I did that, and chat GPT is like, I like this, this is strong, here's a few tweaks that I would recommend. And so I made those, and then basically went through and split test from the old photo to the one you and I created with the other one, and I got it. And so I've run. Well, here I can show you. But so I've got my first opt-in. Microsoft Clarity showed what happened. So they got, again, I'm doing the broadcast page because of that. So they put in their name, they put in their email, they hit next screen, they got to the broadcast page, and instead of watching the video, at the bottom, there's the thing that says, yes, I'm ready, get started, where you basically let them go. So instead of watching the video, they immediately clicked on the order and went to the order page, and then they're gone. And so obviously, I got one person, which is awesome. With what the page view shows, it's like a 5% conversion. So say about that what you will, because I've only run like, with the new split test, it's like 60. But I got them that page, which now lets me know that they went there immediately. It was like 4 a.m. And then instead of hitting button and watching the webinar, they immediately clicked that. So I'm going to have to change something to drive them to watch the video before they just click on, you know what I mean?
I don't think you do, Doug. It sounds to me like what you found was somebody who just knows how the game is played. That's probably not the first webinar funnel they ever opted into, so they just
Maybe,
knew what they were looking for. They
maybe
skipped your broadcast, they went to the offer to see the price point, to see, and this is a customer who doesn't buy on value, they buy on
on
price.
price.
Those are the
Right.
worst customers to ever sell to. They'll drive you bonkers. It's a race to the bottom at all times. I
Right.
wouldn't change anything yet. You're on
Okay.
the right track. Can I see the image that you changed to?
Oh yeah, wait till you see. Well, and I told my friend the same thing, and he actually said the same thing. He goes, that's what I do. He said, I'm going to go right to the offer, and if it's $50 or less, I'm like, I'm in. He goes, if it's more than 100 to 200, then I might go back and watch the video to see if the value's there. So he said, you might get her back, but caveat, I noticed a bug in my system. I have the funnel set up for my email sequence. The offer closed down, so they get an email 4 hours after, 8 hours after, because I have a close down sequence set for 3 hours. Like we're supposed to do with the live webinar. I have it
Yep.
set up that the second they register, they get 3 days. So it's not on the emails. The problem, what happened was there was a mix up. And the second she opted in, she got all 9 emails instantaneously. So
Ah,
it
there was.
literally, it ran her through the entire email sequence immediately. Cause I was like, wait a minute, why do I see her all the way at the bottom? So also could be a reason they might have gone to that page, and then all of a sudden you get 9 emails and you're like, whoa, spam, because it goes through here, watch the replay. Hey, is this right for you? Watch the replay. Hey, by the way, here's the offer breakdown. By the way, it's dying. You better do it. You better do it. 1 hour left, and then it's gone. So that was a bug I found, thankfully, which I'd never
And
seen
there was
before.
just no delays in between each step, right?
No, it just literally, and I tried it myself. I signed up with my email, and within about 5 seconds, because you're not supposed to get the first email till 4 hours after you opt in, and I got
Right.
all 9 emails within 5 seconds. It's just Doug and Ashley Photography, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then the very last one's like, "Sorry, you missed out. By the way, can you fill out my survey?" So it's kind of
Right.
a, so I had to go back and tweak that, and I think what I did is, well, again, I know what happened was is because on each one, when you have the calendar events set up on each page, you
Yep.
change what happens when they get to the page. On the first one, you click opt in under registration. For me, because if I go to look at the live page, I'm not registered, so it literally takes me back to the beginning of the funnel. which is what it's supposed to do. So I changed it all to register on page view. So now I've got it. I had it set to where anybody that goes to that page, it automatically registers them. So I think it just literally shot them all the way through. And I had done it for myself because I wanted to be able to look at the page live. And every time you go, if you're not registered, it takes you back to the beginning of the funnel because that's what it's supposed to do. So I basically screwed myself over. And so I was like, well, again, and as my friend said, thankfully it was one person at 4 a.m. and not 15 people that are going, what the heck just happened? But yeah, I can't wait to show you because, all right, so here, let me share. Because, okay, so this is what we originally, okay. So this is the original, not the original one. This is with the new title and everything that you said to do. What I did do is I did add this in. What I did is I did a 10-minute timer. So So every time somebody logs into here, because obviously I'm not doing a live webinar, I'm doing a pre-recorded. So this is what we changed, free web class to B2 Brides, how to self-plan without increasing. I put a 10-minute timer here and then save my free spot. And then I put class free for limited time this is the old photo. So I was running this test. Man, I got to be able to get out of here. And then this is what we had changed it to for you and me. We put, again, here's the stressed out bride and everything else like that. So they're both exactly the same. I just was testing both. Again, I ran about 60 page views to this, both of them, 30 on each side, no opt-in. So I took a screenshot of this and I was like, here's what we got, ran it through ChatGPT, and it liked everything. It's like, this is strong, according to Alex and Russell, but it wanted me to change this. It said, your false sense of urgency is probably throwing some people off. It said a lot of the same things you did. The first name's great. This is great. It said, save my free spot is good, but you could change it. So here's what we came up with. Where do you see this? Check this puppy out. So
come on, that's what I'm talking about, Doug.
Dude, so it wanted me to change the top color, and then instead of saying for to-be brides, it wants me to hit them. If you're a bride who wants luxury, this class is for you. It said the before is great, but you need to see the after. I like it with the pink. And then we changed the headline a little bit as well, because again, I'm running the test page with what we had, and then again, I totally changed it. So it's plan your dream wedding in 60 days without the stress, the guessing, or the budget panic. I love that. And then discover the 3 hidden. I have 2 mistakes. It said, why are you doing 2? 3 has been nationally recognized to be better. So the 3 hidden mistakes that cost brides the most. Exact plan to save your sanity, your timeline, and your honeymoon fund, which I love. And then watch instantly, available for a limited time. It said to do that instead of the countdown timer. And then show me the secrets to plan my wedding. And then it wanted me to get some social proof. Over 327 brides have used this to stress-free wedding. So again, I've run, if you look at my funnel, so as of right now, we've done 18 and 20. Now it's probably about 18 because I've gone to this a couple myself, and I got the one opt-in on the new page. So ChatGPT is like, boom. So that's the one that I got the opt-in on. So I'm really happy with that we got that. So now it's just a matter of, hopefully it's not a one-off. Hopefully it's better. And I'm going to just keep running some numbers at it. And everything else like that. So yeah, that's what we ended up with. I'm really excited. Also, ChatGPT also had me come up with some retargeting. So I came up with some really good retargeting ads that I also started. And here's the problem. I didn't set up UTM, unfortunately, to my detriment. So I have no idea if this person, because I have one landing page view from my retargeting. I'm spending $5 a day. So, and my audience is obviously less than 1,000 people. So I have no idea of knowing right now if this person came from my retargeting or my initial ad. So obviously, lesson learned, I'm going to get the UTM because it'd be awesome to be able to set that up and figure it out so I can set those up. But anyway, so that's kind of where we're at. That's kind of what has happened since 4 o'clock this morning. So I'm excited about it. That was going to be my question for you, was about the broadcast page. I might still take a screenshot and put it to ChatGPT and just say, any object, any suggestions you would make, which I could show you. Hang on, actually, because I haven't actually shown you that page. Sorry. Any suggestions that might help to get them to verify that they actually watched the video, instead of just clicking through, because that's the biggest thing. I got one person there. Now they actually need to watch it, and then we start working. So, okay. So here's our thing. It's wedding planning masterclass. Bonus gifts close when the timer runs out. Be sure to take advantage. 60-day web class planning system. And then obviously us. And then this is my 3-day countdown for bonuses.
I'm confused.
Now,
Bonus gifts close when the timer runs out. Be sure to take advantage.
right,
Wait until the end for bonus gifts. Let's get your journey going. So,
right.
should I wait for the timer to end or not?
Yeah, that's a very good question. Because the whole point is all of my replay emails go back to this. That's obviously because this is the broadcast page. So
Yep.
this is what they watch initially, but then when they get the replay, it talks about how they get a bonus. Because my whole point is the first 25, that urgency, I send out a special gift. Or the bonus, that's the bonus gift that if they sign up now, or they get our biggest gift that they only get 3 days to get is we did a 1 hour interview with a luxury wedding planner. Her packages are like $6,000. So that's like my big, if you don't sign up in the time allotted, you don't get this free 1 hour video interview with this girl that charges astronomical, get all your questions answered. That's what happens if you sign up before the timer runs out. So that is kind of my bonus gifts. So I could see where that could be confusing for the person who's landing on this the first time. That's why
I
I'm
think
like,
you just
well,
have to tweak your bottom text. Stay until the end of the presentation for your bonus gift.
okay, right.
That
Okay.
would make it so much more clear to me.
All right. And then what she did is she got here and she just went right to, yes, I'm ready to get started.
Yep.
So again, not sure if it was like you said, because she knows how the system works, or if it was confusing because the previous one says, show me how to start planning my wedding. This pops up and then she goes to, if that was misleading or if she just knows.
Let's go look at the top headline. You're
Okay.
exactly right to think about congruency. Remind me again, what does the button say now?
My previous one.
Yeah,
It
you just said
it
it.
says, show me the secrets to planning my dream wedding.
And the next page, your broadcast page, is
Wedding planning master class. Bonus gifts closed when whatever. So
yeah. So you could be more clear, and you could say, watch the wedding planning masterclass, and instead of the sub headline there saying bonus gifts close, you could just say the free masterclass to help you plan your wedding. Watch below.
yes.
And then
Gotcha.
below the video, you can have that text. Watch
until the end.
the entire presentation to receive an undisclosed bonus.
Gotcha.
Right.
And then,
That's
and then if
just
they
simple and clear.
and then the text on this, yes, I'm ready. Because again, the reason I have this is because obviously Russell talks about in the perfect webinar, you go to this website. If you're live on Zoom, you'll drop it in the chat and you'll be like, go to russellbrunson.com/go. And so I have that in my presentation right now. Go to dougandashleyphoto.com/whatever. But I also trying to think of ways, or click the button below, because I'm thinking about all the ways to get rid of. Because again, if you're on your phone, now you have to stop. If you're in the middle of a presentation, you have to open up a new tab and type in this. And what if you get it wrong? So the whole point was this button that's already there is to have it so literally they can just click the button and go right to the order form. So that's why I did that. Because again, I'm trying to take out every friction possible to get them to be able to do that. So I didn't know if that was okay to leave. Like I said, we don't know if she was, like you said, if she's just knowing how the game works or if she was confused. So I guess it's just a matter.
She was not confused. She knows exactly how the game works. Seeing what your page is right here, she was not confused.
Okay.
Guaranteed. That lady knew exactly what she was doing.
Okay. Gotcha. All right. I was just making sure because I was like, well, here, let me get to the. Why won't it let me show the preview?
Eyeball top right.
Yeah. Well, and the Zoom was blocking that. So I was like, where'd the eyeball go? Okay.
Oh, of course.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, not that well. See, and here's the thing. It's going to go, because I have it set up to where if you're not, I can't even preview it without registering. That's the fun part by setting it up. So it's hard to even preview what it looks like to see the video. So the video is there. Obviously, it's all set up and everything else like that. So, and I also have it set up that they can't, again, not sure if you have an idea or thoughts about this, but I have it set up to where they can't pause or fast forward, only because it's technically a video. You can play it and you can stop it, but you can't skip forward, because I didn't want people to go look at the bottom and go 48 minutes or 46 minutes or 36 minutes or whatever it is. Oh, I don't want to watch that. So I didn't know, again, all these minute details that I'm like hyper fixated on. It's like, does that really matter, or is it going to matter a lot? So I just have it set that they can play and pause it, but they can't like skip ahead or anything else like that, because I
I'm
don't.
a huge fan of that, Doug. I'm a huge
Okay,
fan of that. You're forcing people into the environment. And sure, you will have some people drop off because they can't see the buffer bar and they can't
right,
see. And that, sure, some people will leave, but most people will stay. And for
got
most
it,
people, that will make them watch the whole presentation so you can deliver the whole message. In
got
the
it,
chat, normally, when we do a webinar, we also drop the link in the chat
right,
itself.
right,
Uh, and you did great to have a button. So whether they want to type it in, click the link in the Zoom chat, or just click the button right below, now you're
exactly.
serving them every single way. So this is perfect, man. I'm a
All
huge
right,
fan.
thank you. And I did
So,
exactly what Russell said. Once my webinar is over, I left the title page up, the final page up for like an extra 10 to 15 seconds. I shut my, I think it was Ben that recommended that. I shut my
yep.
camera off because I did it during my webinar. This is actually my webinar presentation. I just fixed all my flubs, and I put it together and made this. And so you even see me say, drop it in the chat, all these other things. And so I left it up so that way, if you're watching it, you can see it. But again, having the button, just again, my goal is to get them to the sales page as quick as possible to get there. So, so I like that. I'll change that and see. It's again, it's hard to decide to figure out because of, I've only had one person, and I love it because you can watch Clarity. Like I said, you watch her. It's like literally she comes over and missing picture. She comes over and she clicks on it. She does exactly what she's supposed to do. Name. She puts her email. She clicks, and that's my. You can see my mobile version, which I love. She goes out. She clicks on it, and then it's like she goes to the next page, and it takes her there, and then she's like, "Oh, okay." And instead of watching it, she scrolls. She sees who it is, and then she's like, "Yeah, I'm ready to get started," and she goes. And so, it's like,
Right.
so,
She just knew what she was doing there, Doug.
but
Guaranteed.
it
And
was interesting. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
I want to point out what I'm seeing on your opt-in page. It's exactly what we talked about before. You're showing them in the pain, and I love the most recent image because it shows the transformation. It
Right,
shows them go from stressed out, struggling bride to happy, like they want to feel every single day. You're just showing that transformation. It's a massive focus on our customer, where they
right.
are and where they want to get to. Love the imagery. Feel free to keep doing the same thing. You can take a screenshot of the page and you can go back to ChatGPT after you get 100 people to that page. And you can say, hey, I got my first 100 people to the page. Out of those 100, this many people opted in. I need to increase conversions. What do you recommend next? And
Yeah,
it will. It'll keep giving you new split tests on images and headlines and everything. And that's all we're doing over and over and
yep.
over.
Just testing it. Yeah,
Yep.
exactly. That's why I said with the retargeting, I'm taking a more aggressive approach. What it recommended for retargeting is kind of like, you clicked, what's wrong with you? Why didn't you go to the class? And I told my wife, and we're kind of like, that's a little aggressive. But I was like, at the end of the day, I was like, you know what? I don't care. I'm here. If they don't like me, they'll block, unsubscribe, and they'll move. But if I want them. So anyway, but yeah, so I just wanted to share that. That's not what I was going to even ask you today, but I wanted to share that because I was like, hey, one, and it's where we went. So we're on the right track. Now we just need to tweak that. But anyway, so yeah, I was excited about that. And then my last question, I answered in the post, but I just want to put it. My question was, because of the fact that we've had so much difficulty getting here, obviously, I'm not selling $1,000 product. I'm selling $197, $200 product. And I know, was it Tom yesterday who's been selling his backpack for $70? And so you have someone that's selling something that's like little less than half of what my product is, and they're just doing it from a product funnel. People look at it, they get to the page, they have it, and they bought it. And I'm like, would this be a better option, or would I have less headache, or would this be more geared towards something that would fit better with like a VSL page? Because I understand why we do a 90-minute webinar. I understand why Russell does everything he does, getting people to sign up. And it's like, if I'm selling them 1,000, even maybe 600, 3,000, 5,000, I totally get that. But I'm like, something that's only, we're less than $200. I do plan on pushing the amount. Like if I sell a crap ton of 200, I'm going to push it to 250. I'm going to push it to 3. I'm going to figure out where that value wall is until they go, the market tells me I'm not paying this for that. But with $197, like, would a VSL be easier instead of, and then more targeting ads talking about the course? Would that be easier? Would it be a better way? My wife said, what do you think Dante's going to say? And he's going to say, stick with webinar. He's going to say, build the page and split test both. So I just wanted your thoughts on it, because it's like, if I did a VSL, a short video, and so instead of running my ads to push people to sign up for the class, if I just make my ad about, you need this, here's my wedding planning system, even doing, I I was watching the Facebook thing, and Russell does the carousel ad with his Mifke, where he's like, get this, you get this for free, this for free. I could literally do that with all the bonuses I have. Here's our course. You're going to get this, 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 this. Go get more information, push them to the VSL page where it's however long. I don't know how long that video is because I haven't actually focused on it, and then run them through all that and just do like a straight sale. So literally that's the post I did. I just wanted your thoughts, what you thought, if you were like, keep doing this or try both, or that was just my question as far as, because it's such a low, what I consider low ticket as far as like a buy thing. So
It's a great question, Doug. I really recommend, I recommend trying a VSL funnel. I recommend trying it because that's exactly how we play this game. We try different funnels for our products and see what converts best. You're in like a little weird zone with the webinar. You're not running like a 10-minute webinar. You're not running a full hour and a half perfect webinar. You're running like a 40-minute webinar with a price point that's like kind of in between. You're right. You're in an in-between stage. It's too long for a 5-minute perfect webinar. It's not enough for it's not priced enough for a full perfect webinar as Russell teaches. So I do think a VSL would be a good idea. Here's what I'm seeing in the market, Doug. Mid price point products like $197 to $597 are really struggling. Everybody in the world is having a really hard time selling those mid price point products. So what works is going low ticket to high ticket. Have like a $27 entry level product that just solves one of the problems that your entire course does. So you would sell that product at $27. You could run like a 5-minute perfect webinar to sell that product. And then now they got to say yes. They did it on a low price point, less risk, less burden on the customer. Now they got to come in and see how you and Ashley work, how that you can build up your authority with them. Then you can push them to a $297 course naturally. You don't have to pay ads on that. That's just part of your email sequence and your marketing sequence.
Gotcha. Which I totally plan on doing because, again, I created 10 different guides. The other thing I'm really proud of is we created a wedding budget calculator, which I don't have time to run through with you today because you would just be flabbergasted. I created a Google Doc that just made a wedding budget calculator that doesn't exist. And that's actually my one-time offer, which I charge $27 for it. And so I planned on starting to run product funnels for that and sell digital product with Trey. I just didn't want to split myself too thin, if you know what I mean. So I literally could probably do that and start selling that and then figure out how in the email sequence to start doing that on the back end. So that makes sense. I might try that as well. I'll look into it, but I just wanted your original thoughts. And that's good to know because I'm like, I don't think I can get $800 out of a budget bride. They're worried on their budget and everything else. It's like trying to sell a $500 course is going to be hard because budget, that's the whole reason, is their DIY and their budget. And originally I was going to sell it for $49, but after putting it all together, I'm like, this course and all the value, I'm like, this is way more value than a $50 course. I'm like, 99, maybe 197. I'm like, yes, but it's like, I don't think I could get them to 500. They're going to be like, that's a lot. And I'm just trying to afford, a cheap photographer. So I totally get that, putting that higher in the value ladder, trying to get them in.
Then we get to customers. Why not sell this to grandmas of to-be brides? And this could be a wedding gift. Because you're right, they're broke. It sucks selling to customers who don't have any money. You're 100% right. So I would be looking to only go work with luxury brides and not bootstrapping brides that are on a budget because it's just so hard to sell. Or can I position it to somebody else, the parent or the grandparent, the people that have money, as the best wedding gift ever? Then I'm just targeting them online. Yeah. So that's a great idea as well.
Got it.
As I'm hearing everything, I do think a VSL funnel would work really well.
Yeah.
I do think a VSL funnel would work really well. We have one. You have access to the One Funnel Away Training 2024 in your courses. And that is in the expert track. Russell's teaching VSL there. He has a template for you. You can learn that process. I think you would definitely do well with a VSL funnel. But if your course is that awesome Man, Doug, I gotta
I
think
know.
if you just take out one module and the bonus that goes along with it, you could package that up as a $27 product that would help brides solve one problem they're facing
Mm-mm.
right here.
You gotta
Man,
do
that
it.
would be huge right there. Now your internal marketing takes over, SMS, email, putting them through the sequences. Now you're getting them to upsell on their own. And it's just the market right now. It's just Facebook ads to the market. These low price point front end products are
Right.
working really, really well.
I like that idea because again, I was trying to think on like digital products, and I have so many guides that I could sell using the product funnels. Which again, I'm going to get into that, but I also don't want to spread too thin where I'm doing everything and I'm not focusing on one thing. And that's why I was like, I need one thing going because that was my total goal. Because the calculator that we built is insane. It took me forever, and so and all that. So it totally makes sense to do like one module and then get them to upgrade to the next. But I'm with you. It's like, well, again, I put this in the post, but before I found out any about OFA or online selling or anything, when I finished my course and I just started ClickFunnels back in November, all I've ever known is create a landing page. So I created a landing page. I know Facebook ads. So I had a landing page for Black Friday, completely wordy. You would look at it and go, how did you make any sales? I was selling it for 150 because again, it was that proof of context. Does the market want to buy it? I ran ads to it for 3 days, made 2 sales. So on a very wordy landing page where the ad was geared towards, we've got a system, here it is. I didn't use the word course because again, sometimes we've got a system. Do you want to learn how to do it? I went there and then I introduced it. Here's the course. Here's what each module, I did everything you could probably not, that Wessel says don't do on that landing page. And I sold 2 at 149. So that was my proof of concept that somebody wants this. And so that's why I'm like, well, maybe a VSL would work because I've already had the proof that I can send brides to this landing page, do a completely horrible job of trying to sell it through the landing page. If I use the techniques on it and all the wowness and everything that Russell talks about, maybe that's the way to go. And I was like, because at the end of the day, it's all about sales. I mean, I'm not going to feel bad if my perfect webinar doesn't work. It's like if I'm blowing up through over here. So I was like, I've got these ideas and it's all iterate and change. And that's why I was like, oh, I want your honest opinion because I'm like, and then I've got to figure out a $2,000 product to get them higher, or when I go to other people, because with budget brides, I'm very limited. My audience is very limited because once they're married, they honestly don't need me. That's always been my problem with followers and everything else. So I was like, man, I've proven I can get them there. Now, how can I just get them to see it and spend 3 to 5 minutes with me, watch it, however long a VSL video is? Again, I haven't gone through that training, so I don't know. Get them to be like
18 minutes.
Yeah, and it's probably the who, what, and why thing that he talks
It's
about.
the what, why, how script. You'll
Yeah,
see
exactly.
how to do it. The who is there, but the video is going to be your what, why, how.
Right. And so, I mean, I've already got a 38-minute perfect webinar. Could easily drop that down with the. I mean, I don't know if you do the stack and the close in the VSL. I'm not sure. I have to watch that training, but it's like I could easily make it, and if I can get them there and get them to buy it right from the page, and then it's like again, it all comes on the back end of the OTO and the bumps and everything else. I'm like, would that work? So that was my biggest question in the post, and so I appreciate it. I wasn't planning on talking about both and keeping you longer than 2, but I just wanted to know because I'm like, I'm ready to move, and I feel like we're right there on that edge, and I just want to get there. And my ads are working. It's just a matter of what's causing them not to either opt in or what's causing them not to buy. How can I get them over that hump so I can start making money? So I like all the ideas. So I appreciate it.
Okay, cool, Doug.
Yep.
That's really great. Thanks for the info. For you, then, what I would recommend is I would recommend the VSL funnel.
Okay.
Let's get that rocking. You have a proof of concept. You have something that's sold. We can take that and just dress it up and design it better and implement better marketing on it, and we should expect better conversions. So let's start with our VSL funnel. Let's get that rocking and rolling.
Right.
And once it is, then we can build our $27 product. And then we can turn off ads to the VSL. We can turn on ads to the $27 product, and with our own marketing, then send them to our VSL ourselves.
Gotcha. I love that. And I love that too. Because again, it's hard for me because there's like, 27, I have to do a lot more sales, but I see what you're saying. It's like, get it going. And then we get them on the value ladder to get them up and get all of that out of it. Because I love,
it's like Russell's 100 sales a day program. And it's basically what we've taught people in OFA forever. Generate customers on the front end. and then it's a funnel. So you get 100
Yep.
people to buy your $27 product, and they're going to drop down. And of those 100, you get 27 people to buy your upsell. And then of those, there's a little more drop off. But
Right.
this way, you're literally getting paid to acquire customers.
Right.
They go to the $27 funnel. It has a bump. It has its upsells that go along with it. Maybe that's mentoring. Maybe that's tutoring. Maybe that's one-on-one helping them in these times. Consultations, right? So we have upsells off that. So we're profitable on the front end on that $27 purchase. And so now we're literally profitable right there. And then we take those people that we're profitable on, that we got paid to acquire and bring into our business. We're just taking them and running them through our funnel. It's way more margins. It's way better to run business.
For sure. Well, and I think most people would say 100 sales a day at $27. You do that 4 times a month, and we're living pretty high on $2,700 a day times 3 is 100K. So I like, but plus, and that's not even including the order bumps, like I said. Well, and again, I'm excited because I'm going to start working on that over this weekend. I'm going to watch that go through, because I watched the 2024, and when he goes, hey, the VSL, and I'm like, well, we're doing perfect webinar, so you listen, but you don't do it. You're just like, whatever, and you get all the glean from that. So I'm going to get that set up, and then probably Monday or Tuesday we can look at it and see what you recommend, because I'm excited to get that going, because I'm like, and that's what I said in my post. I've ran almost 500 people to my landing page since I started ads. Of those 500, how many of them, if it was a VSL, and I know you can drive yourself crazy, how many people did I miss? But again, out of 500 landing page views, how many of those might have converted if it was just the video and the funnel, and they're like, oh, it's 197. Here we go. And so anyway, I've got it dialed in. So I like that. I'll start on the VSL. Once we get that blocked in and we're getting conversions, then we can look at going with the 27 and see how we can get that set up, because products are on my horizon. I've got 10 products digitally that I can sell separately. I've already got them for people that need stuff. And I was going to look at Etsy, and then we start talking about with Trey, and I'm like, oh, why do Etsy? So anyway, I know you got stuff to do, but I appreciate that info, and we'll go from there, because I like that. And I feel like for me personally, that I'll get there and we'll just keep moving with it. So
I do too. 100%, Doug. You're right on track.
Thanks,
man.
brother. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate it.
You got it. Great work. Great work. All right, gang. Like Doug said, he's very observant. I got a bunch of videos I have to go shoot, and everybody's waiting on me. So thank you guys for being here today. It has been a blast. Great work, everybody. We keep on